always imagined my wedding day as the happiest day of my life. A white dress, a smiling groom, tears of joy in my parents' eyes. I played this moment in my head so many times that it felt like I knew it by heart. And finally, the day had come. I stood in front of the mirror while my bridesmaids helped me fix my veil and hair. My heart was pounding wildly, not from fear, but from happiness. Today I was supposed to become the wife of the man I loved. Today was supposed to be the beginning of our new life together. A few minutes before the ceremony, I stepped into the hallway to take a deep breath and calm myself. And that's when I heard it. A conversation that shattered everything I'd ever dreamed of. I froze, barely breathing. Behind the door, I heard my fiancé's voice, his laugh, and then a sentence that cut into my memory like a burning knife. She really doesn't suspect a thing. Just a little longer, and everything will be mine. At first, I didn't understand what those words meant, but then he kept talking about how he wasn't marrying me for love, but for his own gain, about how skillfully he had been lying to me all this time, about how everything I thought was our shared happiness was nothing but a carefully staged performance. My world collapsed in that moment. It felt like someone had ripped the air out of my lungs. I stood there, hand clutching my chest, while he and his friend laughed and discussed me, my life, my naive trust. And I understood only one thing. The man who was about to walk down the aisle wasn't the loving partner I thought he was. He was a traitor. We met 2 years ago. He seemed perfect, attentive, caring, kind. He told me I was the only one, the woman he was willing to do anything for, and I believed every word he said. We built plans, dreamed of a home, a family. I thought our wedding would be the start of something beautiful. I didn't know that everything was just a beautiful lie. I could have run away. I could have stayed hidden in that room, never come out, and left everyone confused and whispering. But something inside me rose up, something stronger than pain, anger. I would not let him make me look like a fool. I would not let him play the hero while I disappeared, humiliated and broken. If he destroyed my dream, I would destroy his lie right there, in front of everyone. I took a deep breath, wiped away the tears streaming down my face, and put on a mask of calmness. I walked into the hall as if nothing had happened. Music played, people smiled, there was applause. Everything looked perfect, like a scene from a romantic movie, but inside me, a fire was raging. The ceremony began. The officiant spoke words meant to bind us together forever. I held his hands and stared straight into his eyes. He smiled, so sure of himself, so certain that I didn't know the truth. He had no idea that this day would become his worst nightmare. When it was time to say his vows, he recited them beautifully, every word rehearsed. Guests were moved, some even crying from happiness. And then it was my turn. I took a deep breath and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, I want to tell you all about the man I was supposed to marry today. The room fell into complete silence. I looked at his face. It had gone pale in an instant, and I continued. This is a man who swore he loved me while he was cheating on me behind my back. A man for whom this wedding is not a symbol of love, but a way to get what he wants. He flinched and tried to grab my hand, but I pulled away. Just a few minutes before this ceremony, I overheard you talking with your friend about how cleverly you fooled me. You thought I was stupid. You thought I was naive. But now, in front of everyone here, I want them all to know the truth. The guests gasped and began whispering to each other. He opened his mouth and stammered, That's not true. You don't understand. It's not what it sounds like. But his voice was trembling, and that gave him away. In that moment, I knew. I had won. I slowly removed the ring he had given me and threw it at his feet. I will not marry you. And you will never fool me again. Some people gasped, others turned away, while a few tried to step in to stop the scene. But I held my head high, turned around, and walked out. Each step I took echoed like a hammer, striking down on his reputation. I didn't know what would come next. I only knew one thing. I would not let my life become a lie. I would never again be that naive girl I was when I woke up that morning. Yes, he broke my heart, but in doing so, he gave me a gift. The gift of strength, the strength to choose myself, to walk away with dignity and pride. I didn't lose that day. I gained my freedom. And now, when I look back on that moment, I smile, because he thought he would deceive me forever. But in the end, he was the one who was exposed, humiliated in front of everyone he had tried to manipulate. Today, I am not his victim. Today, I am the one who ended his game. And while this day didn't become my wedding, it became the day my new life began.